in the meeting. And this is a special Health and Human Services Committee meeting. So that's, I hereby call it to order. The first order of business is a public comment section. We do allow public comment period at this time. Is there anyone from the public that would like to make a comment to this committee? Seeing none, we will move on then. Item 3 is policy issues, discussion, and potential committee determination. We don't have any today. But item 4, it's a primary purpose of our meeting today, the operational functions required by statute, ordinance, or resolution. For A is a fair housing law resolution for the CDBG CV grant. And that was sent out in the packet regarding a fair housing law resolution. We do have Vicki Tilka with us today from the Marathon County Social Services area. Vicki, you mind giving us a little backdrop on this and why this is necessary today?
Yes, thank you. So this is in regard to the $1 million grant we received, plus $100,000 for administrative costs for ourselves and our partners to be able to assist two primary purposes: small business enterprises in terms of grants that were affected negatively by the coronavirus. Their business was affected. And then also individuals in our community outside of the city of Wausau for mortgage assistance and rental assistance, again, due to the ramifications of the coronavirus. So we had applied for that grant and we're successful in that. And we are moving forward and basically assisting businesses and people in our community with those funds as we speak. And with the grant comes some requirements. And one of the requirements is for a governing body of the county to support through a resolution the information that basically Marathon County supports fair housing, a fair housing law, and that people will be treated fairly and not with discrimination. So that's really just an absolute step that has to be taken to be able to satisfy the conditions of the grant.
Great. Okay. Thank you, Vicki. Are there any questions from committee members regarding the resolution or the grant itself? All right.
I have a question.
Oh, go ahead. Supervisor Krause.
When would this grant be coming through?
Vicki, did you hear that? When would the grant be coming through?
It is already. We are already working through and we are already delivering payments.
Okay. So
the grant cycle goes over a couple of years period, so there's different timelines. So for example, this timeline had to be done by the end of March for this particular piece, but we've already received some funds.
I see. All right.
Thank you.
All right. Other questions from committee members? All right, then I would accept a motion to approve the resolution.
This is Supervisor Harris. I'll make a first motion to approve the resolution.
Okay, we have a motion from Supervisor Harris. Can I have a second, please?
Second.
Supervisor Krause. Any further discussion? Seeing none, all in favor of the resolution, please signify by saying aye.
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 Opposed, same sign. That motion is carried. Thank you. We do not have any under item 5 educational presentations today.
I have a quick question.
Oh, go ahead, Tasha.
Mike, are we going to forward this to the county board?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. This does need to go forward to the county board, but this does meet the requirement of getting done by March 31st, right, Vicki? So
Correct.
we're there. All right. Good.
I have a technical question.
Yes.
I noticed that at the end of the resolution that it's required that the people on this committee, the supervisors on this committee, sign that they have approved this. For those that are absent or say I'm here but I didn't get a chance to sign it, do we go to the clerk's office? Do they have some of these resolutions that some people may have not signed yet?
The clerk's office would have any resolutions that haven't been signed yet, so Kim Trudlin would be able to point you in the right direction.
Thank you.
I mean, you and I are here today, but for others that would like to sign, that would be the place to go. So, okay, any other questions? Otherwise, we'll move forward. Next meeting time, location, announcements, and agenda items. Committee members are asked to bring ideas for future discussions. For our meeting on April 6th, we have two items for discussion. One has to do with the, let's see if I can pull that up. One has to do with the marijuana resolution. We had referred that back to the CJCC, if you remember correctly. We did have a discussion at that level, and we do have a presentation from the district attorney's office that will be at next week's meeting regarding any possible changes in marijuana enforcement. And then also that had to do, I'm trying to think of the acronym with that.
For JCC?
No, there's another agenda item for next, it had to do with the veterans. Let's hold on a second. Here we go. Okay, the County Veterans Service Officer, there we go. There is a vacancy right now in Lincoln County, and they want to do a presentation on the impact of that. So that will be on the agenda for next week, Wednesday. So with that, next meeting is scheduled for April 6th at 4 o'clock. I would accept a motion to adjourn.
Supervisor Cyber will make a motion to adjourn.
Okay.
Harris with the second.
Okay, motion by Soibert.
In favor.
Okay, all in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Vote.
Aye.
That motion is carried. We are adjourned at 4:10. Thank you.
Thank you.